Geralt?
We started talking about the past.
But didn't finish.
What did Aridin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Aridin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Aridin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Aridin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
So, feel any different after our encounter with the Djinn?
Yes. Now I feel regret.
Mean to say that?
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Thanks, Yen. See you later. Can we talk?
What about?
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Eskel. Happen on any interesting contracts lately?
Not lately. But about half a year back, I slew a manticore in Creighton, in a forest. Quick son of a bitch, that one. Jumped out of the undergrowth so fast my medallion didn't have time to give me so much as one twitch. Won't show you the scar. Too big a boy for that.
Get a nice sum at least?
Not one copper. Showed the beast's head to the elder in the nearest village. He swore on all the gods it was the first he'd heard of the monster. What about you?
Besides the griffin, same old, same old. Neckers, ghouls, drowners. Haven't seen a manticore in... must be a year now. See ya.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Tuvin.
Ah, Geralt!
Farewell.
Ah, Geralt! What can I do?
Big changes afoot in the Empire?
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cirilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell. Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I doubt that. Can't compare the Wild Hunt to Temerian shield-bearers or Lyrian archers. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Agreed. I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Voris will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to witches commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
Nes hen esquid.
Wyn hart vegledvium. Is it in?
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Very few bees. Fierce frost we have this winter. Thick, leathery leaves.
Blessed is he who sighed. Blessed is he who knows.
Can we talk? Yen and I went to Hindersfjall.
Oh, did you learn anything?
Ciri came through Lofoten. She was wounded when she arrived. Villagers nursed her back to health. Sadly, the Wild Hunt was on her trail. Followed her there. Ciri managed to escape, but the villagers...
I know. You needn't finish. Suffice to say, Ciri was fortunate.
What do the druids think of Skellige's new ruler?
Uncrate blood is good blood. Yet Ceres is the first woman.
Not everyone's pleased.
There are 7 clans in Skellige. Each would like a king from their own line. She's not as impulsive as Hjalmar. Thinks first, then acts. With Krach as her advisor, she has every chance.
You were made a Hierophant. Congratulations.
I thank you. The Skellige Circle chose me years ago, about the time when the old disputes between the clans were reigniting.
Job's been mainly politics then.
Aye, but I've not minded. Since time immemorial, the druids have wandered betwixt. We care for equilibrium, the balance of all things, not just trout populations and streams. We're lucky the Jarls always valued us.
The war. Curious to know your opinion.
Well, I believe Emmia's
Hard to find any better as I see it, with the North now in disarray.
The North is weak, true. But I've the impression the Emperor is dealing with some... Radovid is a madman, but a cunning one. He's certain to take advantage.
The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
A wild hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is, and the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
betrothed.
Last night was...
Telling you, Geralt. Since you and Hjalmar defeated the Ice...
I got the look of a Skelliger.
You've got the heart of...
Your daughter. First...
She'll be a good queen. Knows what she wants.
Yeah?
So to unite all of Skellige's clans. A difficult...
Thinking long term, then.
She's got a powerful ally. In me.
The massacre during the feast.
Thanks to you and Ceres, we know who's responsible.
Not gonna try to capture the Berserkers?
They were but tools, Wolf. I'd rather sever the hand that wields the sword than merely break.
What's new in
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back. We've yet to capture any of their crew, but only a fool wouldn't know that...
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri. I know where she is. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life.
What's this about the Nilfgaardian?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun. We've yet to capture any of them. But fear not, we'll banish the Black Ones and the Wild Hunt. Ciri will be safe in Caer
Can't risk your men's lives. Caer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Caer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks, not to mention I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help us...
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland Uncrate did.
Erland Stonefist? So this is Winter's Blade. Thought it was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Uncrate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
I can't take this.
You can. You must. Let me do this much at least.
If you insist. Thank you.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
Rose next morn without a murmur.
If the Black Ones held, raise the fucking barrel. Get back with Mary and Scratch.
Never return. More trouble.
Something I've always wondered. What did you witchers do once there are no basilisks, ashes, or giants around? Eh?
Ought to keep an eye on him. Don't you think I'll fall at your feet just because you more trouble? Who's this?
Haven't seen a Continental here.
Something I've always wondered is how different problems can be solved with an axe. Giants around, eh?
Drink last night too?
It's, adornment.
Respect, Witcher. A Witcher, eh?
Yeah?
Something I've always wondered. What'll you Witchers do once there are no basilisks left?
His virgin mother and crone.
Your Royal Majesty. Would you spare a moment?
Come home, Geralt. I'm the same lass I was, save for the title. Or have things changed?
How's it feel to rule? Jarl's giving you any trouble?
They're all very understanding. They seem to believe in me. Besides Lugos, of course.
Tried talking to him? Could still win him over.
I don't know about that. He's more mule-headed than my...
Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says...
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew... But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow.
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Crach's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I...
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves...
Look at sword!
Ah, Geralt.
Got another voyage?
Of course. Ice Giant was just the beginning. Besides, I got all kinds of...
What about the folk of Undvik? You and your men were gonna help them return to their isle and rebuild Urskar.
Cerys will take care of that.
You and Ciri, as I remember, you two grew up together, at least for a while.
Aye. Spent half her childhood in the Isles. Always at my heels she was. Scrawny wee thing. But her leaps on ice skates? Why, none of us could rival them. Tried to outdo her once. Smashed me mouth on a rock.
And then you went to Crach and announced you'd agreed to wed.
You hear of that? Aye. We had 12 winters on us, both. Any thought of continuing that romance? Me dad whipped it out of me head. Wonder what it'd be like to see her now.
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Raid's at the gate of your Witcher stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Crate's ever stood in back. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
To death, continental dandies come as struggles, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
I advise ye not to look for trouble.
Witcher?
You'll find me.
Oh. Let it go. Even longboats. Still they snuck ashore, gave the black ones hell, raised them to fuck.
Her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Look at swords on your back.
Your axe never broke.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Young and crit, and there's a gallant fella.
Drink last night too?
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
It matter where the grub's from? Long as the bowl's full. Not my fault he ended 6 feet under.
Now, witches, they can't catch the pox. Isn't that right?
Swords up!
Witch. Just what our band of... This is all over. You off your bloody rocker. Geralt of Rivia. Safe...
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vest. Either way, I'll see you at... You off your bloody rocker. You trouble me, Grey Looks.
It's true you killed...
Where you go?
See his mug. Damn nice, so. Shouldn't let that...
Zoltan,
Get out!
I know where Ciri...
Then why are we here?
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could you...
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there.
See his mug. Damn nice, so. Shouldn't let that refuse into tampers with
Where you going? Then none.
I serve the eternal fire. withers. The downfall of civilization will follow decay.
What's he doing here?
Wonderful.
Got a minute?
I do.
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my help. Very interesting. Do tell.
Wild Hunt's gonna attack Kaer Morhen soon. It's a sure thing. Looking for people, resources.
The Wild Hunt? Don't tell me.
Hardly nonsense. Got a taste of it.
Sorry, Geralt, but I've my own pile of problems just now. I've not recovered my lost property. Your help, you might remember, left much to be desired. So I don't owe you shit. Mate, how far back? You and your daughter in a day.
The curse that held him proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
This sure fine, but ain't nothing like